Good morning, Central. Today is Wednesday, April 17th, day 5. I'm Garrett King, and today I am joined by a few special guests. We have to my left, Miss Swarm, Mr. Delp, and Mr. Hoffman. So welcome to the show, guys. How you doing today?
Great.
All right.
Oh, that's great to hear. I have a few questions regarding student teaching and what it's about. But first, for the students who don't have one necessarily and don't know what it is, what is student teaching?
So student teaching is when a student who's been studying education over the course of their college experience for the last 4 to 3.5 years comes into the classroom to learn everything that they've dedicated the past 4 years of their life to. Because there's only so much you can learn in a textbook, especially through such an active career as being a teacher.
Great. And taking it over to Mr. Delp, just out of curiosity, why did you decide to become a teacher?
Sure. So for me, not only do I think the subject matter is worthy of being taught, and of course relevant not only today and but tomorrow going forward, but I'm passionate about it. Obviously, I love history and social studies. So just being able to convey that passion and get others kind of going in on that energy, I think it's very important.
That's great. And Mr. Hoffman, I know you're still in college, but how does it feel going from the student to the teacher?
Yeah, it's definitely a transition. It's a struggle in a sense because we still feel pretty young compared to you guys. We're only a couple years older than you, so kind of trying to take that seniority figure and run a classroom. It's definitely a transition at first, but you get used to it. It's pretty fun. I mean, we're still students at the end of the day, but pretty soon that's not going to be true. So it's exciting to see where that's going to go.
That's great. Taking it back to Miss Swarm, how has your experience at Central been?
Absolutely amazing. All of the boys are incredibly respectful and kind and so smart. You guys blow me out of the water every time I step into the classroom. Sometimes I'm learning things that I didn't even know just from our conversations.
That's great to hear. Thank you. And Mr. Delp, what has been a particularly challenging aspect of teaching so far?
Well, I will say, just kind of rolling off of what Ms. Swarm was saying, just in regard to, you guys are rock stars, and so our experience here has definitely been positive, way positive. I will say, and I think it's teaching in general, but you can never go over something too much, I will say. It's all about making sure everybody's on the same page and just ensuring that no one's kind of in the dust, if you will. So.
It's very nice. And my last question for Mr. Hoffman, what's the number one thing you've learned about learning and teaching process since you've come to Central?
Yeah, it's just really important to be flexible. Central Catholic has a crazy schedule sometimes, you got to roll with the punches. Sometimes you don't get all your material done, so really planning and just making sure that you are on the ball and ready for anything that comes at you. So
it's nice. All right, so thank you to Miss Swarm, Mr. Delp, and Mr. Hoffman for coming on today. It was really nice having you on. And thank you all for watching the Viking News Network. Until next time, I'm Garrett King. Have a great day.